The Bible tells us Jesus was scourged, but it gives no details. Well, the shroud shows 372 scourge wounds. By his stripes, we are healed. You know, the wounds, interestingly, match the exact dumbbell shape of a Roman flagrum. You know, the medieval church was not in possession of Roman instruments of torture. They didn't have any. It wasn't until 1709, the 18th century, that the sites of Pompeii and Herculaneum were excavated. Okay, remember when Mount Vesuvius erupted in the 1st century and it buried the city of Pompeii with ash? Well, it also buried the city of Herculaneum. And in that ash, guess what was preserved? A lot of different things, including a 1st century Roman flagrum. And you know, as they're looking at this Roman flagrum they unearthed in 1709, and they look at the dumbbell, the 3 dumbbells at the end of the flagrum, they say, wait a second, haven't we seen something like this? Yes, it matches exactly the dumbbell shapes of the scourge wounds on the Shroud of Turin that had been displayed for centuries and centuries. What does this testify to? The fact that Jesus was whipped with over 124 lashes, over 3 times the amount that were allowed by the Old Testament. Why? Because Jesus wasn't crucified by the Jews, he was crucified by the Romans, and they could care less about keeping that Jewish law. Psalm 129:3 says, the plowers plowed my back, they made their furrows long, almost like a prophetic declaration of Christ. Christ was made one large stripe or bruise for our sin. After all of these 124 lashes were on him, he would have been unrecognizable, fully covered with blood.